Good. Really? You had to pick today?
This is Bill.
Hey, how's it going?
Columbia. Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Mornay. I'm the owner of Journey Coffee. We're here in our new roasting facility in our headquarters here in Fairfield, California. A lot of you have been to our cafe, and one of the questions that keep coming up is, what is third wave coffee and what does that mean?
I don't need a coffee, Lucas. I brought my own. So.
The name Third Wave Coffee is a movement that has started. So very quickly I want to tell you what first wave and second wave is so that we can catch you up on those details as well. First wave was when coffee first started becoming a commodity and people started brewing it in cafes and restaurants.
This coffee is criminal.
Honey, you killed the petunias.
Folgers Coffee, mountain grown for richer flavor.
Second wave coffee is when people started realizing, man, there's some money to be made in this business of coffee, and companies like Starbucks started out and was not as concerned about the chain of coffee and where they came from and how it got there and the quality, but more about just trying to make money and a business out of that.
A large black coffee.
A what?
Large black coffee.
Do you mean a venti?
No, I mean a large.
So the first part about third wave is the sourcing. We really do care about where the beans are coming from. We really cared about relationship with the farmers and making sure that those farmers are also getting fair trade. That means a lot for us as part of the craft of third wave. So we get beans from all over the world right now. Here at Journey we have in Ethiopia, we have in Brazil, we have in Colombia, we have Guatemala, El Salvador, and those change seasonally based on when harvest seasons are. So the next part is once we've got the beans, it's being able to roast the beans as a specialty coffee and third wave coffee. Those techniques are not easy. It's a lot of hard work and a lot of failure to try and get the beans to taste the way we want. We use a lot of temperature probes, we use computers. Yeah man, it gets me so excited when those beans come in. It is, man. When those beans come in, I'm like a little kid. Like, what are we gonna get? This is exciting. We get to experiment with these beans, and it might be sweet. It might be chocolatey. It's a really exciting thing to get new beans in here at Journey Coffee. After we've roasted the beans, we spend a lot of time cupping. So if you've never heard of that, it's similar to a wine tasting experience. After we've roasted it, we put it in a cup, grind the beans, put some water in, and then we start enjoying trying to get some tasting notes out of that, and flavor and aroma. Specialty coffee has a scoring system which we use to try and score our coffees and keep them in the specialty coffee standards. And the cupping process is really important to decide whether or not we're going to use that roast to brew for our customers. If it's not good enough, then unfortunately we have to say, "You get out of here!" So after we've cupped it and we are happy with the beans and it's qualified for a specialty cup of coffee, we send it off to our cafes. Then the next part is making sure that you have the right equipment to brew the coffee. It doesn't help you spend all this effort getting really expensive, really good quality beans, and you spend all this time cupping and all this time roasting the beans to make it taste amazing, and then you have the wrong equipment to brew it on. So it's very important that you get a burr grinder for all the brewing that you do. Very important that you get the correct espresso machines. Important that you get the correct brewing machines because they each have different heads that impact the bed of the coffee. So a lot of factors that go with different equipment. So it's very, very important that you make sure you get the right equipment to get the best quality out of your coffee. The barista at the end of the day really is going to be the last touch that is going to be handing out that drink to you to give you that wow factor. So the next part of third wave is really important, the craft of making coffee and presenting it and handing it out, and latte art. So third wave coffee really cares about when that coffee goes out, it needs to look good, it needs to be in the right cup, it needs to be beautiful on the top. That is definitely something that as a third wave coffee shop we value. And then lastly, third wave is about people. It's the chain that goes all the way back to the farmer. We really value them and appreciate what they do for us to be able to get amazing coffee. And then lastly, on the other side of the chain, it's the people who come and support that. People who pay maybe a little more to appreciate a good cup of coffee. We really do this for you. Coffee is the second biggest commodity in the world other than oil. It spreads across the nations and the world. It's amazing. At the end of the day, we want you to walk out here feeling, wow, that was the best cup of coffee I've ever had. And here at Journey, we just get to do that, and it's a privilege.